This is the Bresser Messier NT150L. It is a beautiful 6-inch Newtonian at f8. I've been looking at it online. I got it at Telescope Warehouse at the eBay store with Scoped. He has multiple copies of this he got from the factory. The optics have been tested. They're considered excellent. It's the fit and finish on this instrument is incredible. The nice set of hinges here, these rings are so robust. The dovetail underneath is not only attached by the usual center screw on each bracket, but it's also supported in addition with 2 other screws on each one. So it's very rigid, and that's one of the things that they claim about this particular model. Rigidity is really outstanding on it. I chose this mount, the Celestron CG4, instead of the mount they typically sell at this, because this mount can handle more weight. This tube, I believe, is 15 pounds. This mount is rated at 20. And so that gives me just a little more so I can do my focusing without all that jiggle stuff, you know. This also comes with a, I'm going to have to learn how to use this. If you can see here, the focuser, go ahead and play with that. The focuser, it comes with an extension tube that threads on so that viewing with an eyepiece is done better. I guess, you know, it has a certain amount of throw with this little rack and pinion. It's a very nice smooth thus far. It seems very smooth, but I haven't had a chance to look through it, fellas. So, and the cap that when you unthread the extension tube with the, I'm going to just show you. Well, I can just show it to you. That is threaded on there. The 2-inch, it's a 2-inch focuser, and it has the 1.25 inch adapter that goes in there, and it's secured by 3 screws that are with the band. What do they call that?
Compression ring.
Compression ring. Yes, it has a compression ring, and also this one has a compression ring too, but with 1 screw. Okay, so you don't have to worry about your eyepieces getting marred, which is nice. It has a 8x50 finder stole with lighted reticle, and let's see, what else did I want to make mention of? Oh, it comes with a T adapter for cameras. They kind of they say that this is a fantastic instrument for photography, even though it's f8. That's one of the reasons they made it so absolutely rigid. They're really concerned about that. So if you wanted to take pictures, and I think it's like we discussed, there's so many people doing pictures nowadays, so they wanted to make sure that this instrument would be compatible with that as well. So they have a T adapter included, and they have multiples at the website for different cameras, so you can get specific. The telescope also comes with a Plazo eyepiece of 26 millimeter, comes standard with the telescope. So let's see, what else? Oh, I also chose the colors because we have one of our dear members is very color conscious, and it's better to look good than to feel good. We know that. So when I was choosing these, I was like, that does look so pretty. I saw an example of it. I'm like, oh, that looks so great. But I wanted it not to just look good, but to also give me a good view. We know what a princess I can be about that. So I did the reviews until my eyes were crossed, and evidently, this instrument at f8 in the past has given, they throw this around a lot, refractor-like views. Well, we'll see. I'm hoping that it'll give me nice steady views. At f8, coma is less of a problem. It'll have a little bit smoother, darker background, perhaps. I can do, at f8, it does tolerate lots of magnification. We know that I'm always getting after that magnification. I'm at 300 if I can get there, and this instrument can tolerate that, whereas a faster instrument usually can't, or at least in my history, it's been a problem with faster Newtonians. So I really believe that this is going to be the instrument for me because it has enough aperture to give me good views of especially the Messier, which this is called the Bresser Messier. I can show the kids Messier objects easily in this telescope. It has enough aperture to give me enough light to make it interesting looking, and it's small enough where I can manage it. That was a key feature too. I don't want to get too much scope where I need help getting it in and out of the car, help getting it in and off of the mount, and I'm going to be learning how to use this mount thanks to my friends that I'm going to, you know, make sure I say, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? So I'm really happy with the choice I made on the mount because it can carry more weight and it will be more rigid and sturdy. So, and anybody have any questions?
What is this Bresser? What is that?
Bresser is the parent company of Explorer Scientific. It's the German outfit of
You
Explorer
have a neat
Scientific.
box there, so.
I have
But it's not made by me.
No, this is not made by me. This is distributed, the outer box is me, but the inner box is the Explorer Scientific. But the outer box, it doesn't say me. What do you see me? No, it says Bresser on the outer box. It says fragile written across there. You have to kind of read that.
The Bresser is made by the parent company of Explorer.
Yes. Those two companies are one and the same. It's the German outfit of Explorer, right? Okay.
Can you remove the front
Oh,
mouse cap?
certainly, of course. I'll take it.
And of course, made in China.
Oh, everything is. So that doesn't worry me anymore. Oh, you know, Chinese people got to eat too. Okay.
We just have to deal with the tariffs.
Yeah, I got it before the tariffs.
That's good.
And this has a nice little secondary in there that adjusts with that Phillips screw. So I don't need a special Allen wrench, which was the case with my others in the past. So I'm very happy about that. The mirror looks real pretty. The fella I got this from, he's an eBay vendor. He's been a long time vendor. He calls himself Scopehead. I've gotten items from him before, and he does have a tendency to get these things from the factory and just redistribute at an incredible price. This beautiful tube, if I buy it new from Bresser from Germany right now, it's around $360 just for the optical tube. I got this from Mr. Scopehead, thank goodness, for $199. I paid $40 shipping. So I saved a significant amount of money. I got a beautiful tube. I'm very happy with the fit and finish. I have to say, it's quite remarkable. The mount, I got at another extremely good price. I got that from Opt. They were running a special. I paid $279 for it.
And how do you plan to use it?
I'm going to use this with a little RA motor on here. It has slow motion controls, which is just beautiful. They're very smooth and very nice. You know, I can move it all around, but when I get it polar aligned, and somebody can, you know, help me, guide me. I kind of have an idea because I've done it once before. And then I'm going to put the RA motor on there. So once I get it to the object, I can just ignite the motor. The motor's only $34. And where did I get that? Amazon. I don't know what
It's just a track.
and it'll just track. So I can just, you know, I can like loosen this and I can just get it and get my target, find it. Messier objects are easy to find, and I've seen almost all of them in the sky when we're out there, so I can probably find them pretty easy. And then once I find them and get the thing, I just click on the motor and it'll go. But otherwise, this is a standard manual mount, and it supports 20 pounds. I think you know, with the tube, the way you see it, it's 15 pounds, so I've got room to spare. I can put a 2-inch eyepiece on there with easy if I need to.
Did you say the OTA was about 200?
Yes, I did. And he's got 5 left. I know. And I kept looking at this, for months I've been looking at his inventory, and I'm like, God, those look really cute. He has a 5-inch also, the 130, and it's on a mount together for like 300. I'm like, oh, that's the whole thing, but that mount is like, you know, right at the edge with that tube on that mount. It's the SO1, and you know.
And the mount that, normally this is matched with a mount, they sell it as a package.
Yes.
What color was the mount?
It was white. It was white. If I wanted to get the XO mount, the XO1 mount, he had that for 200 with free shipping, but it only carries 15 pounds. So that would have been right at the limit with this tube. And I've learned from you guys and others, you don't put a tube on a mount that's right at the limit. You need that extra room. So that way it keeps focusing nice and steady. When I focus it, damper time's supposed to be like a second or two on this. So, you know, that's a lot better than what I'm used to.
With compression, with little pads, probably do.
Yeah, I probably should get some of those. I don't have any, so I'll need to get those. And these blades extend. I can put this up higher if I wish. I don't see a need. I think I'll just leave it like it is, but I can set it up higher if I need to.
Only if you were taller.
Right. And the kids are gonna have to get a step ladder as it is. So, you know what the heck, I'll just leave it right there. It's more rigid with the legs, you know.
Is it easy to call me?
I have not tried that yet, but it should be. It has, oh, I should show you those knobs. Yeah. It's got the big knobs for the collimation, and then it's got lock screws. So it's real easy.
So have you gone through the collimation?
Can you rotate?
Excuse me, what?
Have you gone through the collimation process yet?
I have with other Newtonians, so I know how to do that. I've gotten really good at that with that.
Last secondary first,
Yes, you
and
do
then
the
you set
second.
the mirror.
That's right. What you do is you use a laser, or you could use a cat eye. I've got both, but the laser's good, and then a cat eye you can dial it really tight. But yeah, you center the secondary first and get the laser dot on the and this mirror has a center spot. Another big thing, it has the center spot, so we're good to go there. And then so you center that on the center spot, and then you have the laser in there, and then the laser has a little dial on its face. I should have brought it. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so it has a little face, and then that laser, you use these, you do the primary and tilt the primary until the laser dot is in the center of the face of the laser.
You wouldn't expect to have to collimate too often, would you?
Yeah, you have to collimate every time you move it.
Yeah.
A Newtonian's it's just the way it is. And I don't have a problem with that. Once you get doing it, it's like second nature. It's like, combing your hair. It's not a big deal.
Just part of the setup.
Right. Yeah, well I had that one big 14 and I got to where I was collimating that multiple times a night.
It looks like there might be a polar scope alignment thing.
There is. I'm glad you mentioned that. I could put a polar scope in there if I wanted to. Or didn't you try a laser and that just didn't
Yeah,
work?
I sometimes stick a laser in there, but it's an approximation with the laser.
That's true.
Unless you can get that laser fixed in the center of the.
Yeah,
For-
and who knows,
For visual, it's plenty good.
Visual. Visual's good enough.
Visual
And
is
then,
fine.
so yeah, I guess you get Polaris in the view here, right? That one of the other reasons why I chose it, I don't know if other mounts do, I guess they all do. But this has these two little knobs here, and it's got a post on the front of the north leg. So if I need to adjust azimuth just a bit, I loosen one and tighten the other. And I can wag this thing to make sure that Polaris is right in there.
Can we see that wag again?
Carol, can you rotate the tube 360 so that we can see the back?
Let's do that. Let's find out. Okay.
Does the polar scope have a crosshair in it?
You want to see the back?
Yes,
Did you see it?
yeah, I saw it, yes,
Okay.
yes.
You're just wondering, can I do this? Let's find out.
Well, I wanted to see the back.
I can. It's so fun. That's what I wanted. I wanted something fun, and I do appreciate the suggestions of what everybody was guessing. I added it up and I looked them up. It was about $30,000 worth of stuff. I guess I could have fun with that, but I think anxiety would take over. So this one, I can have fun with it. I can manage it, put it on the mount. I can show the kids the nice bright objects, and I'm not overwhelmed by size. Although, aperture fever lives in the base of our brains. Every one of us, we know that going in. So I just feel really fortunate that I was able to snare one of these while I could.
Got a great deal.
I did. I really do feel like it. Thank you for saying that, because I feel like I did.
It's amazing
More than
what
money.
$500 can buy.
Isn't it?
I mean,
This is an amazing piece of engineering.
$500 is not that much anymore.
No, it's not.
For a telescope, but for $500, you're getting a real nice mount and an OTA that really lasts.
Thank you for saying that, because that's the way I felt. Husband's like, what? I'm like, you just don't understand because you don't know what these things are like. But he's like really very supportive. He goes, honey, if it'll give you some fun, go for it. And I thought that was
Having a
nice.
happy wife is a happy
That's right, he agrees.
I'm going to have to add that to my list of suggested scopes for reasonable prices.
And people do ask, what's a good scope to start with? Well, a lot of people say this is one. This
Yes,
is a good
it's
scope to start with,
interesting.
because it does give you enough aperture to see things, but it's easy to manage now. And you can learn an awful lot. I have that little Alt-Az mount at home, remember that SE8? Husband says, well, don't you have one? Now you can put this on. I'm like, seriously?
No, that one, go on, that,
Oh, I gotta put my big boy pants on and learn how to operate this.
Mr. Levy down in Tucson area, was his go-to scope was a 6-inch Newtonian like this for all the common hunting that he did for all those years. That's what he would grab, go out and look at stuff.
Yeah, you know, and he's like the best of the best. He lives down there in Aspen. He's cool.
So you can get great contrast with this,
That's what they say. I'm looking forward to the view.
and you got a smaller secondary.
I do. It's still at, I think, 29%, I think, or maybe
Be less than
26,
that with
26 maybe.
F8, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, those are things that I can't wait to look through it. We probably won't have clear skies now for how long?
Well, I think it might be out tonight and tomorrow.
hey, put that sucker on Mars tonight.
That would be great. That's what this thing is supposed to really excel with, planetary and double stars and things that are my favorites in the whole world. But you know, it even shows globulars very nicely. They say, you know, that it still show clusters real nice. It doesn't have a super wide view, but enough where I guess with this 26 millimeter Plazo, which is what, 45 degrees. Oh, I put it into the calculator. I have a 2670 degree field of view. 1.25" eyepiece, and I put in the calculator, and I should be able to get the whole Pleiades in there.
That's over 2 degrees in that way.
Right. So I think I'm going to have, and then I've got my hundreds. I don't use my hundreds on it, but you know, I've got lots of other ones that you know.
And Carol, another nice thing, if somebody was handy and wanted to save money, they could buy that tube and then make a Dob mount for it, a simple Dob
Some
mount.
people did actually. This tube, this style of the 6-inch f8 is available as a Dobsonian on Skywatcher, maybe a Skywatcher. I saw it maybe at one of the other stores because again, I saw so much inventory when I was just getting ready to click buy. Make sure that, you know, I don't have that many options to do this. Let's make sure I make the right choice. And I couldn't find a reason not to own the scope. So I'm very happy. Glad to share it with you guys. Thank you very much.
Wow.